They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Blue Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They punted on their first drive in the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Gets it out quickly. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating. You're a defense, and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Flips the tackle, and he's got room. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Off play action. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Plows through the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's caught. It's Fowler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Kearney. The Trojans send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and
1. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Fowler. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finding an escape route. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Motion from the back. Swings it out to the flat. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw again. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Peppers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down, finding open areas. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Pulls it in. It's Fowler. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. They will score! Touchdown, Trojans! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Snap it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. The short hands. It's Kearney. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
behind the line. It's Kearney. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Finds some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
27. Middle Tennessee, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Kennedy. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He'll pull it on the read, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Washington State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. I'm not sure what good that did. The completion's fine for the percentage and the stats, but the result's the same. Not enough for the first down. Punt team on the field. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Lawson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Punt is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the catch.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read. And
wide open, he makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Gain of 34.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.